Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be my first video for the year 2020, and as it happens, this is also going to be like my first video log ever. Like, I've always been shying away from doing video logs or vlogs as it's popularly called, because it just seems like a lot of work. I don't exactly have the right tools for it. I don't have, my camera is a DSLR, so it's big and it's kind of heavy to carry around. I don't have a smaller camera, but this time around I had an opportunity to record my first international bride, and I thought, okay, let me use this as an excuse for my first video log ever. So the video you're gonna watch is a chronicle of my trip to Ghana. Yes, Ghana is also international. So I had a bride in Ghana towards the end of last year, December 26th and 28th, and I spent Christmas and the New Year in Ghana, and I had a lot of fun. I had the opportunity to record, and I thought, okay, let me bring it here for you guys to see and watch and experience a little bit of Ghana with me. So if you want to see what transpired or what occurred or all the happenings and all the places I visited in Ghana, please continue watching, and don't forget to subscribe. If you're new here, don't forget to like and give us your thumbs up and comments in the comment section below. So I'm on my way to the airport, guys, and this is my first international bride. Yes, Ghana counts as international. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see Essie. Essie has been my follower for a very long time. I met her once when she came to Nigeria, and it was, I can't remember exactly, but I did her makeup. We had a makeup play date, and she really loved it. And she made a promise to me that when she was going to get married, she's going to make sure that she brings me all the way to Ghana for her makeup. When she said it, I was like, okay, no problem. I didn't really think much into it because, you know, you get a lot of these promises from brides and brides-to-be, and then years later, most of them go with, you know, the makeup artist that is in trend. But when she called me early this year, no, it was December last year actually, she called me, she sent me a message December 2018, and she told me that she'll be getting married this year, and that she would let me know, that she would, you know, keep some dates down for her in December. I was really, really surprised. I didn't think she would go through with it, but hey, here we are. I'm on the way to the airport now. I'm going to try and chronicle my entire trip. This is going to be my first vlog ever, or is it vlog? Let's see how it goes. Nice to say hi.
GhanaSongs.org. I love it.
I am your beat boss.
So it's the next day, the 26th, and right now we are heading to Essie's family house in West Hills. They put me up in an hotel the previous night. I was really tired. I couldn't record. I just got in and went to bed straight. So this is our house. The traditional ceremony is going to be today, and it was held just outside the house. It was a small intimate ceremony just in the compound of the house. The lights are out. Good morning.
What's your Lagos jeans? Come on, put on lights.
That wasn't me. Good morning.
Good morning. I need these because so I can have babies. Yes.
Wow.
Looks like something for Gunabi.
But this looks like mashed yam now.
It is mashed yam. Did you guys do the same? I need to swallow it.
You got me.
These are for my babies.
Now to the fun part of the wedding. Here we have the groom and his friends dancing into the bride's house. They have on the traditional Ghanaian kente fabric, which is the colorful one that you can see them wearing. I expected that the bride and the groom would have like matching outfits or matching fabric. But I can see that the groom's kente fabric was much more colorful than the bride, which is like reverse is the case in Nigeria, where the bride is the one that wears the really colorful one and the groom wears a toned down version of whatever the bride is wearing. But here the groom's fabric is way more colorful and bright than the bride's own. I mean, it's quite refreshing to see that they are not afraid of colors here. Here we have the bride and her friends dancing into the main building. They're coming from a different direction of a different side of the building. I don't know why that is, but just dancing in to meet the groom. And the ladies are our own version of Ashwebi ladies. They actually even call them Ashwebi ladies. I'm sure it's a phrase or a name coined from the Nigerian cousins, like they say. Still in the ceremony, dancing in and handing out handkerchiefs to the elder members of the family. I forgot to ask why they do that, but I noticed that she danced around and gave them each person a piece of cloth, handkerchief. Then she was directed to sit and pray for her husband. Most of the ceremony was done in their own language, so I mostly didn't understand half of what was going on. I just couldn't wait for the men. Finally, food time. So I got to try every single dish here, every single dish. I started with the Ghanaian jollof, of course. Then I went to the fried rice and salad. Yes, that's their salad. And that black stuff is the shito. Then this is banku with the tilapia fish and shito again. And then this is cow feet, what we call cow leg or bokoto. Now this is 1K, or is it 1K? I don't know, with the shito again. And they are local drinks. I like the first one. Is the version of the zobo. Then this is palm wine. Then asana. Then vim something vim lemonade. Okay, so I really liked the asana and the vim lemonade because those were the ones that were really different. I like the lemonade because it was really rich in lemon. You can see those were actual lemon slices, not flavors and everything else. It really tasted nice. I think I had like 4 to 5 cups of it. So the ceremony ended and then we went to hotel. We moved hotels and we moved to this hotel. My place of abode for the next couple of days. So that's Kiki. Kiki, say hi. Hi. Kiki is the chief bridesmaid to SC. So this is my room. These are my stuff, my luggage, my camera bag, my makeup bag, the set back from Newburn, and my chair, guys. I got this chair from Ensure Beauty Essentials by Ensure, and it's a lifesaver. It was so easy to carry for the flight. My chair is in the bag. My light, it's all very, and it's so light. I can just carry with one hand. It's like the best investment I made in 2019.
You're giving me part of the glow. I would glow. You have to edit the cucumber seed out. I'm doing Lola's making exfoliates with cucumber. It's 11:30 and for a bride to be, I'm not sleeping, but I ain't afraid because Lola is in the building.
So it's the morning of the main wedding, and this is the view from our apartment. We're all ready for Essie's wedding this morning. Good morning, Essie.
Hi. Oh, it's okay. We're doing nice boudoir, semi-boudoir.
You're very okay, guys. So I'm dressed. I'm just waiting for my Uber to come and pick me up for the wedding. I'm going to try as much as possible to record what a church Ghanaian wedding looks like and enjoy myself like that. So I hear it's a thing not to wear black to weddings here in Ghana, but this is what I brought. So they come back. This was a typical case of me, like before I could get my makeup done, get dressed and get ready to go to the party, I'd already spent it was already almost like 2:30 p.m. here in Ghana. The wedding started at 1 p.m. It was almost like 2:30 p.m. Before I could get Uber from the hotel to the place, it was almost 3 p.m. So I tried to locate the place. I already had the address. I almost got lost in Accra. And basically, I didn't get to the wedding until like the couple were literally walking back out of the church before I got to the ceremony. The ceremony had completely come to an end. It was just the photo session that was remaining, and because I spent so much time in the Uber, I didn't charge my phone before leaving. My battery had run down, and unfortunately I couldn't record the reception aspect of the wedding. It was such a beautiful outdoor wedding. They had lights everywhere. It was such a very intimate, close-knit, just strictly family and friends. I don't think the guests were more than 200 or 150 tops, and by 5:30, 6 p.m. the wedding was over. We had already eaten and drank, and the couple had their first dance, and that was basically it. Compared to Nigerian weddings where we have the after parties and we have people coming to dance and spray money, they didn't have all that. I don't know if it's common with Ghanaian weddings or if it was just Essie's wedding, but they didn't have all that. It was just by 6:30 we're already packing up. The bride was saying thank you to everybody, and we left and went back to the hotel. So like I said, I got lost in Accra, and I got to the church really late. The reception was outside the church. This is the setting of the reception. The ceremony was still going on, or was just ending when I got to the church. So here we have Essie walking out with groom and the bridal party. So at this point I was just wondering what I missed, what I did not miss. I guess it was just a typical Anglican bridal ceremony. Then the photo sessions took forever, guys. As in, you Nigerians think you can take pictures. No, this one was on a different level. So like I said, my phone died and I didn't get to record the reception. And my flight got cancelled on Sunday. I was supposed to come back to Lagos on Sunday, but my flight got cancelled. So I met up with a friend of mine that shuttles between Ghana and Nigeria. Her name is Funmi, and she took me on a tour of my life. We started out at Jamestown, which is like a small fishing village in Accra, and I really had some entertaining and mind-blowing excursion through the small fishing village of Jamestown. Thanks to our bubbly guide. He took us around, showed us all the historical places, the slavers' dungeons. That's the James Fort prison. He took us through all the places where they had the slavers' bay, where they had people living in shanties and small huts and just being happy in their penury. It was such an eye-opening ordeal or experience. But what I noticed was that despite their living conditions, they still managed to be really clean. The surroundings were clean to an extent, at least cleaner than you would have if it was Nigeria. There were no smells, no offensive smells, other than fish drying here and there. They had some sort of festival, like a Thanksgiving festival going on. According to our guide, they said it was a way for them to give thanks for all that, for their fishing expeditions and what have you. fishing festival. So different groups of fishermen displaying on their boats and singing and dancing in colorful attires and what have you. It was such an humbling experience and tiring because it was such a big, the whole entire Jamestown was big, and we had to walk through it. And next stop was the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. This was where Kwame Nkrumah was finally laid to rest. There was a portion in the mausoleum where we're not allowed to take pictures or record videos. They had his personal items, his books and clothes that he wore when he was alive. Here is where he was laid to rest, his actual tomb, and beside him was his wife. This is the tomb for the wife. And his car, the car that he drove when he was alive. And we just basically went around and saw everything. And I was a tourist, took pictures like a tourist, had fun, met new faces. That's for me, by the way. Met some fellow tourists from Tanzania and South Africa, and we had to go get something to eat. By this time, the time now was around 4 p.m. We drove around Accra and then ended up in this small shack called One Republic, where we had cocktails, yam chips, and pork, and we called it a day. The next day, Funmi and I took our excursion to the Legon Botanical Gardens. This garden, or this space, is such a beautiful place to be. So serene, quiet. It had streams and ponds. It had the canopy walk. Not a very long canopy walk, but it was shadesha. It had geese and peacocks all around. It was so beautiful and so peaceful, so quiet. It had playpens and parks for children. There were a lot of children running around, but the one that really got me was the obstacle courses. So I don't know the kind of courage that fell on me that made me decide to go on one of these obstacle courses. I've always wanted to do something like this. I've always, had this in mind to go bungee jumping and blah blah blah. So this was like the closest thing to bungee jumping for me. Most of these obstacle courses, or this particular obstacle courses, was like a couple of feet in the air, and we're supposed to make the journey from one obstacle course to the other, and I was really, really excited, guys. I was really excited. So off I went. We started off with a couple of easy ones, tightrope walking, swinging from one place to the other. It seemed easy at first. If only I knew. So at this point, it was already starting to feel a little bit difficult.
Exactly.
But I was still feeling like, some superhero, I can do this. It's still okay. I had Funmi on the ground recording and encouraging me. She was too scared or too chicken to even try it. Said she would never try it. But yeah, I was feeling like one strong girl from one obstacle course to the other. At this point, I was almost losing my nerves. I was walking on I don't even know what to call this. So we had ropes securing us, holding us to preventing us from falling over or anything. But you don't remember that you have an harness that is going to stop you from falling. It's all so mental and so scary. I know the beautiful part of this obstacle course is that you can't turn back. You cannot turn back. You have to finish it, because if you want to go back, that means you have to go through the same courses you must have conquered before. At this point, it was still exciting. it didn't seem very difficult. This was like the first course, so like semi-easy.
Okay,
I
it's the
don't know
same
what
thing.
got
You
into
swing
me. I
your
should have
hand.
just stopped at this semi-easy,
Take
but
one
because
leg.
I paid
Yes, you
for
did,
the
guys. Show
easy
enough.
and the semi-easy and the difficult one,
No,
I just felt I had to go
I
through it.
don't know how to swing. What am I doing? Wèrè ni ẹ o. Wèrè ni ẹ. Ó mọ̀ pé wèrè ni ẹ. Wèrè ni ẹ. Wèrè ni ẹ. Oh, but boy said. Okay, so those things go further.
Yes.
But I told you to swing. You were not swinging.
It's easier said.
Hold that rope. Hold that rope.
At this point, I should have just stopped. Well, because it was so much fun, I decided to go for the next one, which was a little bit more difficult. And it was at this point I realized that I had messed up. I should have just sat
You
down
can do it.
and gone back home.
You'll be swinging, but you
At
can
this
do
point,
it.
I was tired. My calves were hurting. My arms were aching me. It got to a stage I just knew I couldn't go on, and this was the stage. I refused to go on. I became a tree hugger. It was so bad that they had to get a guide to come and take me down, which was more humiliating. But the guide encouraged me to finish the obstacle courses. He had to go with me. It was embarrassing, but it was fun at the same time. I was tired, guys. If you see my face, I was almost crying like, God, who sent me message? But I'm glad I went through all the obstacle courses. I'm looking back now. Those ones on top, they were even more difficult. There was absolutely no way I was going to do that. This was like a couple of meters or feet into the head. No way. There was no way I was going to do that. See me, I was already even shaking at this point. I'm so glad that I went through everything. I finished all my obstacle courses.
And then you can
And
pause.
trust me, there was no prize at the end though. I just,
It's okay, but
had
don't
to
go.
go through with it, and
Yes.
I had people on the ground making fun of me
Bele,
because
you
they
can
had
do it.
told
You're
me
almost there.
before that I shouldn't go for the second one, but I didn't listen. I was feeling stronger and almighty Lola. But I'm so glad, like I said, I
Who are
went
the
through
people that go on the
the
upper
entire
one?
obstacle course. I'm sure if I had gotten back to the hotel without doing it, I would have regretted it, because I wouldn't have known how difficult it was, and I wouldn't have known how far I could push myself. So it was fun. It was really it was really fun. I wouldn't lie. If you're ever in Ghana, you should try one of this, and just have the experience. I got to the hotel that day and I knocked out. I couldn't do anything throughout the following days. So on the day after, Funmi and I and our kids visited the Labadi beach. They had some show going on. I don't know, but it was packed with people. Almost everybody was there. People that had come for the Afro Nation and the other shows. They were all there, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun. We had so much to eat and drink, and the beach was really clean. People were playing in it, and I felt like a child again. This is their kebab, the sausage and the beef kebab, and I had coconut water. It was really nice. I had such a beautiful experience in Ghana. I had all the best thoughts and memories of Ghana. And of course, like every good thing, it had to come to an end. I came back to Lagos and came back home. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that made Ghana such a fun place to be. Most especially Funmi, Essie, Edith, Stella. Thank you guys so much. So we got to the end of the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys, I hope it was as much fun for you guys watching as it was for me experiencing it. I'm going to try to bring as more personal aspects of my life, and maybe not personal aspect, but maybe just more vlogs for you guys to, you know, watch from time to time, and not just makeup videos every time. So thank you guys for watching. Like I always say, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Until next time.